Hello my colleagues, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to invest in FGN bonds with as low as 5,000 naira. FGN stands for Federal Government of Nigeria, and you have bonds. For the beginners out there, bonds are debt securities, or you can say loans the government of a country borrows from its citizens. These bonds are considered one of the safest investments available because they are backed by the full faith and credit of the government. You might be asking, why would the government want to borrow money from you or people or its citizens? Well, you see, sometimes the government might need money to finance its operations or for probably building roads, schools, or hospitals. By issuing bonds, they can raise money from everyday people like me and you for all these projects that they want to embark on. Now, before we jump into buying the FGN bonds, we must first understand some of the benefits and the downsides to investing in them. So what are the benefits of investing in government bonds? Well, the first benefit is interest payment. You see, in return for loaning money, the government promises to pay you back with interest over a set period of time. This interest is typically paid out semi-annually, which is like twice a year, sometimes every quarter, which is like every 3 months actually. For the FGN bonds you are going to be investing into, as you can see on the screen, the interest payment is 17% per annum for the 2 years bond and 18% for the 3 years bond. And you can invest with a minimum of 5,000 naira and a maximum of 50 million naira, and your interest payment is paid every 3 months. The second benefit of investing in government bonds is that it is considered a safer investment compared to stocks. This is because the government is very unlikely to default on its debt, which means fail to pay you or repay you. Moving over to the downsides. The first downside of investing in FGN bonds is lower returns when compared to buying stocks. Bonds typically offer lower returns on your investment, and right now inflation in Nigeria is higher than the returns you get from bonds, which is not good. But at the end of the day, I would advise you don't invest in FGN bonds because you want to beat inflation, but because you want to hedge and preserve your money to an extent against inflation. Another major downside to investing in bonds is interest rate risk. If interest rate rises in the market, the value of your existing bonds might decrease. This is because new bonds with higher interest rates become much more attractive. Personally, I would say that this is not an issue right now with FGN bonds, as the interest rate you are getting now is quite impressive. For example, let me say if you invest 10 million naira in the 2 years bond, you'll be getting paid 425,000 naira every 3 months. With the benefits and downsides to investing in FGN bonds being cleared, let's jump into showing you how to invest in FGN bonds. The first step you want to take is to open a stockbroker account. I have a video that actually walks you through how to do this. You can click on the card above to go watch. Now, once you have opened the stockbroker account, what you want to do next is to then email your stockbroker customer support or people in charge, telling them that you want to purchase FGN bonds. Me, I am using AfriInvest, and this is the individual I'm supposed to email, gbdo@afriinvest.com. After some time, you would get a reply from your stockbroker asking you to fill a bond subscription form. So what you want to do is to download the form, print it out, and then proceed in filling the form. So let me just walk you through step by step on how to fill the form. So once you have downloaded the bond subscription form, you're going to be welcomed with this page. This page you see on your screen. So let me walk you through, like I said, on how to fill this bond form. So you can see this place that says tenure of bond. So on the printout there, you need to select which of the tenure of bond you want, whether you want the 2-year bond or the 3-year bond. If you want the 2-year bond, all you have to do is check it with a good. You check it with a good. So you check the 2-year bond with a good. That's the one I'll actually recommend. You check it with a good, and then you now click on this place that says month of offer. This is basically which month of bond offer you are actually applying for. So this particular for this particular month, this is the month of April. So we are going to put in the date, the month offer. So this bond was active. It became it opened on the 1st of April. So you can decide to put 01/04/2024, right? And then that's for that one. And then here that says value of bonds applied. So the minimum value, as you can see here, is 5,000 naira. The multiple therefore is 1,000, and then the maximum value you can invest is 50 million. So let me say you wanted to invest 5,000 naira. So what you have to put here is 5,000 naira. That's what you write in this box here, 5,000 naira. Then let's go back to this place that says e-allotment details. So on your stockbroker, on your AfriInvest stockbroker, once you have signed up and done your KYC, what you need to do is to get a CSCS and then a CHN. A CHN stands for clearinghouse number, and then the CSCS stands for Central Securities Clearing Systems. So these two things are very, very necessary when opening a stockbroking account. So you go to your AfriInvest app, you see a place that says CHN and CSS. So here that says CSS, you put in your CSS, and here that says CHN, your CHN number on AfriInvest, that's what you're going to put in this place that says CHN. Then come down here, you see here that says individual applicants. So if you are looking at buying this bond as an individual, this place that says 1, this is the part you want to fill, this place that says 1. Then if you're applying as, let me say, a partner, you have like a partner, a wife, then you see joint applicant, this is where you apply. And then if you are applying as a business, you have a business, and then you have like an idle cash you're not going to use for a long time, and you want to invest in the bond, into bonds, this place that says corporate applicant 3, that's where you want to fill, right? So for this video, we are applying as an individual, so we are going to be filling this number 1, right? And then take note that they said to be completed in block letters. Block letters mean capital letter. Everything you're going to fill in this form, be it if you're applying as a corporate or as a joint or individual, you need to fill it in capital letter, block letters. So here that says full name, you start with your surname first. You write your surname in capital letter. Mine is Edumaka Chibueze Maika. That's my surname, and then my other names. So I put in Mr. Edumaka Chibueze Maika. You put in your own name, Mr. or Mrs. Put it there, or Miss. Then you put in your occupation. Here that says occupation, you put in your occupation. If you're a student, you write student. If you're an entrepreneur, you write entrepreneur. If you're self-employed, anything you're doing, put it here that says occupation. Then proceed in putting in your phone number, right? And then this place that says sample, this is the way the format you're supposed to use to put in your phone number. You start with 234, and then you put in your number 81 or 90 Keneko, you put it in here. And then next of kin, who do you want to use as your next of kin? It could be your wife, it could be your children, your brother, your sister. You put in their name here, and then put in your address, and then put in your passport number. Here that says passport number, you want to put in your NIN or your international passport number, and then put in your date of birth here. And you proceed to put in your mother's maiden name, your mother's surname. You put it in here that says mother's maiden name. Then you go down to here that says email address. You put in your email address. Remember, everything in capital letters. You put in your email address. You proceed to here that says name of bank. You put in the name of your bank, and then put in your bank account number in this box here, and then put in your BVN, your bank verification number. You put it in here, and then you sign here, and then put in the date, right? And then here that says residency classification of applicant. Are you resident of Nigeria or not? So you put in, yeah, you see I'm a resident. If you're a non-resident, you check this place that says non-resident. So once you're done, with this place, filling this place, you want to then proceed in forwarding the document back to your stockbroker. You forward it back to them, and then once you have forwarded it back to them, the next step you want to then take is to go to your AfriInvest application and fund your account with the amount of money you want to invest into the bond market. So if you put in 5,000 naira here, you want to log into your AfriInvest application and then fund your wallet with 5,000 naira, and then your stockbroker once they have started the whole process of of initiating the bonds, they're going to debit your Afri Invest account. But if you don't want to fund your Afri Invest account or your wallet, you want to use another method. You see that when they replied me, they told me that once I've downloaded and completed the subscription form, I can fund my wallet, which is what I just talked about here. But if you don't want to do that, you can simply just send transfer to this Zenith Bank account of Afri Invest. So once you transfer to them, you then send the completed form and then evidence of payment to this email here you're seeing here. Now, how do you send the completed form? Once you're done filling the form, you have to scan it, and it will now convert into a PDF, form back to a PDF, and then you now forward it to them, you now send it to them. So that's just how to, send your filled form with your hands, to convert it to PDF and send to them. So that's just basically the whole process of investing into bonds, leveraging your stockbroker. But if you don't want to use your stockbroker, you can still visit your bank, any commercial bank that you are a customer of, and then they will help you with the whole process of investing into bonds. If you have any question, leave a comment. I'll be there to answer all your questions. So that is how to invest in FGN bonds right here in Nigeria. If you enjoyed this video, I have another video where I walk you through step by step on how to invest in the US stock market and in the Nigerian stock market. Do well to go watch that video, and don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can as well join my business and investing community. It's totally free of charge. And with that being said, see you on the next one. Ndewo.